Alright guys, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna tint this glass. This is MK5 Golf, but I have to tint it all the way to the edge. So this is very complex because we're doing a certification of our films and in Spain, so we have to send off 6 back windows. So let's start tinting and see how this turns out. So we're gonna do a good bit of pull shrinking and so on. Let's start it. So we're gonna add some liquid. This is like dryer sheets, but just liquid form. And we're gonna spread it all across so it doesn't stick when we try to shrink the film. And now let it dry. Alright, so we have 160 by 70, more or less. I'll take this film, check the liner with my teeth. You just twist between your teeth. And we're gonna grab this film and try to apply it. Oh, that is, look at these guys, look at these curves. This is gonna be very complex to tint all the way to the edge. So we're gonna do a H pattern as usual, like this, so it sticks and it doesn't move for us. And this side as well, all the way. Boom. So for now, what we're doing is creating, tagging down basically with the squeegee. And as you can see, this will be extremely difficult to shrink all the way to the edge. A lot of pull shrinking will be needed. Look at these fingers. These are huge fingers. If you don't see it, it's huge because this is MK5 Golf back window. One of the harder cars, not the hardest, but one of the harder cars to do. Okay, so we're gonna crank up the heat. And we're gonna start from the middle, and as you can see, it wrinkles up and we can push it down with a squeegee. Now it's more complex for me to do it this way because the glass is flat, laying flat, but I suppose you can see how it looks. It wrinkles up, you tag it down. And we have to take this window very carefully in sections, because we have to, as I said, all the way to the edge. Usually you only do it to the dotted matrix, but the glass we need to tint for certification. So it's a different way of doing, and we have to do it all the way to the edge. So it is very complicated. We will need to pull shrink and stuff like that. But we take it in sections right now. Tag it down. This is where it gets hard, guys. The edge corner. Have to slightly pull and shrink. So it's very difficult to shrink all the way to the edge MK5 Golf. It's gonna be very tough for you, especially if you do with 2-ply. 1-ply could be easier, but 2-ply is difficult. Sorry, my camera turned off while I was shrinking it. Basically, a lot of pulling. I'm gonna show you the top. The top is same difficult as the bottom, so let's try it out now on the top. As you can see, we shranked it. Just it's lifting at the edges because, you know, it's not tacked down. So we have this huge fingers. I can put my hand underneath. So we have to start already pulse shrinking basically. So we should tag down the edge as much as possible, and we're gonna go like this. We're doing sideways heat gun because it just distributes the heat better for tough curves. Sorry for the background noise. So dotted matrix is, if you can see, it's here actually, it's running down here, but we have to do all the way to the edge. So this is the complexity, I suppose. Takes a lot of time to actually get it right there, so don't rush if you need to ever do full way to the edge, but I suppose you will never need to do it like this, because this is only for us for certifying our window films. Yeah, now it's getting to the difficult part. So I just sit down because it's gonna take some time to play with this. You need to learn to read it's called the film, how it's laying. So we're getting all the way to these. When they're lifting from the edge, you can, when you apply the film, you can heat it from outside and then tag it down from inside. So it's not very important, the very, very end edge. So we got it all the way to the end, as you can see. And we continue the curve. And dotted matrix finish somewhere here. So you will probably never need to do as we're doing right now, to do it all the way to the end. But this is, we're testing basically limits of our window film, the stretching. Basically this is dotted matrix right here somewhere. It's hot. So you wouldn't be worrying too much about it, so same as here, dotted matrix running here, so it's all fine, as long as you can get it to the dotted matrix shrink, it's gonna be good. So let me finish off this to the edges, and I'll show you how it looks. Okay, so as you can see, the edges are very tough, but this is just for, as I said, it's for certification purpose of the film. So now the dotted matrix is just around here, so it means like it's fine, like if you would be shrinking it, you wouldn't, like all these little burns and all these stretching, it wouldn't affect you because you would be cutting the film off at those edges. Now we do have other films that is shrinking more, but we are trying to certify the thick film. So there you go, guys. That's how it shrank all the way to the edge. Very difficult because it's Mark V. And what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna apply it from inside. So I'm gonna show you how that looks afterwards. So here we have it. We have tinted all the way to the edge, the Mark V Golf. If you can see, the curve is insane. So it's very difficult to do it, but we're doing it because we're certifying the films. Another grade that we have, we're gonna certify the films. So we had to tint all the way to the edge. Well, they said it that we had to, but apparently when we called now, they said, oh, it's okay to dotted matrix. So it was a waste. I don't know if this video is very educational, but you can see like what we do is we pull shrink. So it means like we heat it up and then we pull the film a little bit, tiny bit, and you keep going like this. So that's how you get all the curves, you know, the ones that are difficult curves. You can stretch them a little bit, you know, and shrink it to the like more than the limit lets you from the window film. So that's how we did it with this one. As you can see, perfectly tinted. We had to put this sticker because we're, as I say, we are doing certification of the film. So yeah, looks good. Too good for to be smashed, because this is gonna get smashed. We're gonna check how the film is holding up the glass itself. So yeah, guys, we have another 4 windows to do. So I'll make other videos where we don't do all the way to the edge. This one was just taking too much time. So yeah, right, guys, I see you in the next video.